Welcome to Anything You Want. Before diving into today's exclusive story, don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button, and click the join button if you'd like to support our channel more. Also, drop a comment to let us know what you think. We love hearing your perspective. Now, let's turn to one of the most dazzling spectacles that has recently united the worlds of fashion, celebrity, and romance. This year's Milan Fashion Week, long hailed as the pinnacle of elegance and innovation, saw countless global stars gracing its historic avenues and radiant catwalks. Yet, amidst the glittering parade of world-renowned designers and international icons, two Turkish figures stood out with breathtaking presence, Kerem Bürsin and Hande Erçel. Their joint appearance, which blended timeless sophistication with heartfelt intimacy, transformed the cobbled streets of Milan into a fairy tale backdrop where style and love intersected. The couple's arrival did not merely contribute to the glamour of the event, it captured the narrative of the week. Arm in arm, they represented not only their own artistry but also the growing influence of Turkish celebrities on the global stage. For spectators accustomed to the dominance of European and American fashion elites, the duo provided a refreshing embodiment of how talent, charisma, and authenticity can command attention even in the world's most competitive arenas. During interviews with the press, Kerem Bürsin reflected on what it meant to walk the streets of Milan under the lens of Fashion Week. He declared that fashion is not confined to garments or seasonal trends but rather a lived philosophy, a form of art that communicates without words. His partner, Hande Erçel, echoed this ethos while asserting her individuality. For her, Milan represented not just an invitation to showcase beauty but also a platform to affirm her long-standing independence of style, a commitment to dressing as a declaration of identity. Together, their candid remarks illuminated the balance of mutual support and personal strength that defines their bond. What truly set tongues wagging, however, was their impeccable choice of attire. Bürsin entered the spotlight clad in a sharp, tailored suit that spoke to his preference for classic refinement, while Erçel radiated under the spotlights in a daring gown that combined boldness with elegance. The juxtaposition of his timeless sophistication with her fearless glamour epitomized their complementary nature. As cameras clicked and photographers clamored for every angle, the image of the two stars standing side by side quickly became one of the enduring snapshots of the season. Let's pause here and ask you, our viewers, which look impressed you more, Kerem's sleek minimalism or Hande's radiant boldness? Would you rather see fashion leaning toward safe classics or do you prefer daring statements? Leave your answers in the comments, and while you do, remember to subscribe to Anything You Want for more stories like this. Beyond the visual splendor, the couple also used their moment in the spotlight to reflect on deeper issues in the fashion industry. Hande Erçel emphasized that sustainability is no longer a passing trend but an absolute necessity, arguing that eco-conscious choices must become embedded in every stage of design and consumption. Kerem Bürsin, meanwhile, spoke of his desire to support emerging designers, insisting that innovation and youth need platforms as much as established brands do. These thoughtful interventions demonstrated that their interest in fashion extends far beyond appearances. It represents a genuine engagement with cultural, social, and environmental challenges. Observers noted not only their words but also the way they exchanged glances, finished one another's sentences, and laughed with an ease that revealed deep chemistry. Their interactions seemed to blur the lines between professional collaboration and personal connection. As one journalist noted, they didn't simply attend Milan Fashion Week, they lived it together. For fans who had long speculated about the nature of their relationship, these subtle displays of affection provided an answer that needed no verbal confirmation. And here's something we want to ask you. If you could walk the streets of Milan with any celebrity couple, who would it be? Would you choose the classic glamour of Kerim and Hand, or do you have another pair in mind? Tell us in the comments, and remember, your suggestions help shape which stars we cover next here on Anything You Want. As the interviews continued, Kerim remarked that his energy during the event was boosted by Hand's excitement, describing her as radiant and a constant source of confidence. Ursel, for her part, was quick to emphasize the mutuality of their support, calling Kerim her inspiration and anchor. Their candid statements, more than any carefully staged pose, revealed the emotional harmony underpinning their public image. This resonance between style and sentiment is, perhaps, the key to why their Milanese appearance has become such a media sensation. Behind the glamour, their social media updates added an intimate layer to the spectacle. Hand shared behind-the-scenes snapshots of her preparations, the meticulous process of choosing her dress, the final touches of her makeup, while Kerim posted clips of interviews, candid smiles, and affectionate gestures exchanged between them. These digital fragments allowed fans to step inside their Milan experience, heightening the sense of shared journey. Within hours, their posts accumulated thousands of likes, comments, and reposts, amplifying their influence far beyond the confines of the event itself. The international fashion press, meanwhile, responded with glowing reviews. Some outlets described them as the revelation of Milan Fashion Week, while others praised their ability to integrate seamlessly into an international stage that is notoriously selective. Turkish media, predictably, treated the event as a national triumph, proof that local talent could command global attention not just in television or cinema but also in the high-stakes world of couture. Let's take another brief pause to remind you, you're watching Anything You Want. If you love these in-depth looks at the crossroads of celebrity and culture, don't just watch, be part of our community. Subscribe, like, share, and consider clicking the join button to gain access to member-only content. Most importantly, keep commenting. We thrive on your voices and your ideas. As Milan Fashion Week drew to a close, Kerim Bürsin and Hande Erçel thanked the press and described their days in the Italian city as unforgettable. Both indicated that this experience would fuel not only their professional ambitions but also their shared life journey. For fans, the story does not end on the runway. It continues in the anticipation of what projects, appearances, and perhaps even further international collaborations the couple may embrace in the near future. By the time the lights dimmed and the shows ended, one truth was undeniable. Kerim Bürsin and Hande Erçel had not merely participated in Milan Fashion Week, they had owned it. Through elegance, sincerity, and a visible partnership, they became symbols of how love and artistry can intertwine under the glare of global spotlights. Their Milan adventure will not be remembered only for the dresses and suits displayed but also for the narrative of harmony they embodied, a narrative that fans, critics, and the fashion world at large will be discussing for months to come. And with that, we close today's story. Don't forget to subscribe to Anything You Want, like the video, leave a comment with your thoughts on Kerim and Hande's Milan experience, and hit the join button if you'd like to support us even further. Who do you want to see us cover next? Your requests often become our next stories. Until then, thank you for watching and see you in our next video.